Hello, my name is Sally Pinto, and I'm the Program Director for the Yonkers NORC, Neighborhood Naturally Occurring Retirement Community. We serve seniors 60 plus in Northeast Yonkers. We are under the auspices of WJCS and the Yonkers Office for the Aging. We also have a resource specialist and a nurse on staff. We conduct virtual programming in partnership with the Yonkers Public Library on a daily basis. Enjoy the program.
So right now I'm in Sweden. I'm in the up in the mountains in Sweden. Last week I was at my parents' house in Stockholm, and this is about 6 hours north of Stockholm. So there's a lot of change happening in my life. I'm traveling, and one of the things that I so appreciate is being able to meet with this group every Wednesday. I find that when there's a lot of change, I can deal with change if there are certain things that stay the same. And this is one of the things that have in my life have stayed the same for actually a few years. Okay, so we're going to follow the same recipe because we having stability is important in times of change. So we're still learning, or I am choosing to read something from Thich Nhat Hanh, that Vietnamese monk, and to learn from him. And today's little paragraph is about inferiority. Many people have the idea that they are not good at anything, that they're not able to be as successful as other people. They cannot be happy. They envy the accomplishments and social standing of others, while regarding themselves as failures if they do not have the same level of worldly success. We have to try to help those who feel this way. We must come to them and say, you should not have an inferiority complex. I see in you some very good seeds that can be developed and make you into a great being. If you look more deeply within and get in touch with those wholesome seeds in you, you will be able to overcome your feelings of unworthiness and manifest your true nature. Okay, so with those words in mind, we continue to the physical practice. Finding your seat, sitting up tall. If you want to, you can place your hand on your belly. My teacher talks about the pit of the belly. So I place my hand on my navel and then a little bit below the navel. And then I gently just touch in and up, in and up. That's the pit of the belly. Internal support. That helps the spine to stay long. And then breathe. Noticing the inhale, noticing the exhale. And then if you want to, you can bring your awareness to your feet, maybe lift the toes, lift the heels, reminding ourselves of the connection to earth. Sometimes when we worry or go into anxiety, we kind of lose that connection, or we think we lose the connection. It feels that way, but in reality, we are still connected. So how do we remind each other and myself that I'm connected? One way is to lift the heels and the toes and really feel the connection to earth. It's there. And then maybe bring your awareness to your sitting bones. Notice those two sitting bones. There are two parts of you. Both the sitting bones are steadily connected to the chair. The pit of the belly helps the spine to grow tall. If you want to, you can place your hand on top of the crown of the head. That helps to, and maybe reach the crown of the head up towards the sky. Neck is long, shoulders are wide. One part of you is connected to earth, another part of you is reaching for the sky. And then from the crown of the head, maybe drop down a couple of inches into midbrain, your mind's eye. And then maybe think about the words we just heard. So what kind of seeds, wholesome seeds, do you see in yourself? What kind of wholesome seeds do you see in yourself that you could develop and turn into that great being that you are? What are those seeds? And then if you want to, you can place your hands on your knees and then start the cat-cow movement, waking up the spine a different way. Maybe notice how your breath moves with your body. When do you inhale and when do you exhale? What works for you? And then coming back to neutral, add some blinking, bubbling stars all the way up, clasp the hand, turn them over, and then straighten those elbows, breathe. Now look up, and then imagine seeing all those seeds. Where are those some seeds in you? Where are them? Where are they? And then grab them, take them down, grab them. What seeds would you like to develop? What seeds in you would you like to develop? And then reach up high, turn to one side, let the arms go wide, look behind you. What worked in the past? And then release, blinking, bubbling stars all the way up, clasp the hands, turn them over, straighten those elbows. And then reach for those seeds that can be developed. Right now, what seed can be developed? What seed is ready? What seed is ready? And then reach up tall, turn to the other side, look behind you. How can you see things differently? If you take a different perspective, what do you see? And then release. Maybe roll the shoulders a little bit. Okay, now look at your thumb. Take something, imagine something you already developed, that you already are good at, and then just add a different color. Add a different color to something that you already do pretty well. Just add a different color. How would that change things? And then back to neutral. And then take something else that you're doing pretty well already now, and then add some different spices to something that you're already pretty good at. Add some different spices. And what happens to that seed? Mixing in some new spices. And then back to neutral. Blinking, bubbling stars all the way up, clasp the hand, turn them over, breathe. And let those palms of your hands reach up high. We can do it. You can do it. And then let it fly, let it fly, let it fly. Inhale, palms up. Exhale, forward. Inhale, up. Exhale, forward. Inhale, up. Exhale, forward. And this time, bring the arms behind you. Hold on to opposite elbows or lower arms. Stay there. Stay there. Stay with the discomfort. Feel it. Breathe into it. And notice maybe it gets even more intense. Stay with it. Stay with it. Breathe into it. Eventually, it's going to lessen. Release one arm, shake it out, and then place the hand behind your heart. How can you support your heart? How can you support your heart? And then release the other arm, and then place that hand on top of the first hand. How can you add even more support? How can you add even more support? And then release the first one back. And then the second one. And let's stay there a few more moments. Breathe into the discomfort. Breathe into the discomfort. Notice how it changes. Sometimes it gets more intense. Sometimes it becomes less. And then release the arms. Now place the feet outside the mat. Feel those two sitting bones, stable and balanced. And then shift from side to side, creating imbalance in the body. We go from pain to pleasure, war to peace, fire to ice, or come up with other words that are like the opposites. So we're moving from one extreme to the other. And then eventually, with practice, we find balance, neutral. When we have access to both sides of our body, but right now, we are balanced. With that balance, moving up to the second chakra, creativity, what are you going to do? What are you going to create? And then start creating. What would you like to do? What would you like to do? If you could use both parts of your body in a skillful way, what would you like to create? Explore different ways of moving, and then you'll find a way that works for you. And then eventually coming back to neutral. And this time place the feet in Tadasana, big toes to touch, heels slightly apart. And then lifting that right knee up, creating big circles, big circles. And then step out wide, elbows to knees, fingertips together, lengthen the spine, pit of the belly goes in and up, in and up. Breathe. You can stay here, or if you want to, you can release the hands down. You can walk forward, behind you, maybe to one side. Maybe let the head be super heavy. And then eventually inhale and come back up. Place the foot on top of the knee. You use your fingers to open up the toes. Elbow is gently guiding that knee out. Breathe. Slide the knees together. Inhale, arms up. Exhale and turn away from that knee. If you take a new perspective, what do you see? And then release back to neutral. Lift the other knee up, creating those big circles, opening up the hips and the second chakra, creativity, the right to feel and create. And then step out wide, elbows to knees, fingertips together, lengthen the spine. You can release the hands down, maybe place one hand on the earth and then bring the other one up towards the sky. One part of you is grounded in reality, and another part of you is reaching for the sky, reaching for the sky. And then you can switch. So one part is securely attached or connected to earth, and another part is reaching for the sky, reaching for the sky. And then release back down, let the head go heavy. Inhale, come back up. And then if you want to place the fingers in between the toes, gently guide that left knee out. And then slide the knees together. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, turn to the other side. If you change your perspective just a little bit, what do you see? How do things change? How do things change? And then release back to neutral. Okay, so let's work with the legs. So bring the feet a little closer. Transfer the weight forward and up. Come back down like we maybe skiing. And then feel those muscles work. Maybe transfer the weight from one leg to the other. Maybe lift one up. Feel the discomfort and stay a little longer than you want. So we want to feel that discomfort. That's when we start growing, either building muscle, or we can, or if it's an emotion, that's when we explore and learn. We don't want to take it into pain though, if we can avoid it. Sometimes it happens. Maybe you want to jump. And then eventually find your way back, shake it out. And then come, transfer the weight forward and up, and then stay up. Okay, blinking, bubbling stars all the way up. Clasp the hands, turn them over. Breathe. And then a little bit of side bending. Then think about all those seeds that you have within you. So, what seeds are ready to be developed? What seeds are ready to be developed? Reach, and take those seeds and turn them into reality. And then reach the fingers up, turn to one side, let the arms go wide, look behind you. What can you use from the past that worked? And then release. Blinking, bubbling stars all the way up. Clasp the hands, turn them all over. Start with the side bending. And of all those seeds that you have within you, what seed are you ready to start working with? Make a choice. Take it from an idea into reality, from the sky down to earth. And then reach up high, turn to the other side. Look behind you. And release. Okay, now take something that you already know, add a different color to it, and then just mix it up, mix it up. What happens if you take something that you already know, add some new color, and mix it up? What would happen? And release, take the other one. Same thing, take, it could be a meal that you're cooking. Add some new spices, just try some new spices. Add some, I don't know, cinnamon and potatoes. I don't know if that's a good mix, but just adding something new, Add some new spices to something that you've done for a long time. And what happens? And then release. Okay, now with all those new ideas, let the arms go. Let the arms go. Baby, bend the knees. And then moving around. What would you like to create? Using some of the things you already know, adding some new color and spice. What would you like to create? What would you like to create? And then maybe lifting the knee to elbow. They like each other. Same, but different. Maybe crossing the midline. Maybe you want to move around and cross the midline this time. And then hands on your hips and give yourself a kick in the butt. It's time. It's time to do that now. I've talked about it for so long. Now it's time. And then lifting the foot out. So what kind of external support? What kind of external support do I need to make it happen? What kind of external support do I need? And then maybe try to find balance there. So these are the external hips. What kind of external support do you need? And then try the other side. And release. Okay, and now what might happen is that this feeling of inferiority. So Thich Nhat Hanh, he talks about the inferiority complex. That feeling of not being good enough might come in. Okay, so we're going to take that feeling and we're going to push it away, push it away, push it away, push it away. push it away. Maybe kick it away. The feeling of not being good enough. I can hold it away, kick it away. Maybe some side kicking. Maybe some kicking behind me. And then it's going to try to come back in, and it might be hard to resist. And then you're going to push it away, push it away. The feeling, the inferiority complex. We're going to push it away. Stay away, stay away. Breathe. And eventually the pressure is going to lessen. And you can bring the arms down and it's not coming back. It's actually staying away. Now we can breathe. Okay, let's invite the sun back in. It's the solstice today. So the sun is, the days are getting longer. Let's do 3 sun salutations. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, up and over. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees gently and then inhale and come all the way back up. Exhale down the midline. That was 1. The second one. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, up and over. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees gently. Inhale all the way back up. Exhale down the midline. Last one. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, up and over. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees gently. Inhale all the way back up. Exhale down the midline. And then just stay there, holding your own heart in between your hands with love and compassion. I am good enough. And release. Okay, let's do the step backs. Big toes to touch, heels slightly apart. Inhale to chair posture. Exhale to Anjali Mudra. Transfer the weight to the left, right heel comes off. Take a big step back. Find the earth behind you with the toes and then the heel. Building warrior 1 from the base up. Everything is pointing forward. Warrior 1 is checking things out. Simply observing without judgment. What is going on really? Add some blinking, bubbling stars. Clasp the hands, turn them over. Breathe. Take that seed that you have decided to develop, release into airplane. Place your hands in your back pockets. Elbows move towards each other. Open your heart and your mind to this new idea. And then release the hands forward. Hold on to the chair. Lift the back foot up. Lift the opposite hand off the chair. Maybe reach it forward. Maybe let the knee and elbow connect and then lengthen. Connect and lengthen. Maybe you want to take the bind. And then release the foot back, bend the knees gently to protect the lower back, and come back up to standing. Inhale to chair, exhale to Anjali Mudra. Transfer the weight to the right, left heel comes off. Take a big step back, find the earth behind you with the toes, and then your heel. Building warrior 1 from the ground up. Checking things out. Blinking, bubbling stars, clasp the hands, turn them over. Breathe. Take that seed, release it, let it fly. Place your hands in your back pockets. Open your mind and your heart to this new idea. Bring the hands to the chair, back foot comes up, lift the opposite hand off the chair. Maybe reach it forward, maybe let knee and elbow connect and lengthen. Connect and lengthen. Connect and lengthen. Maybe take the bind. Release the foot back down, bend the knees, and come back up to standing. Okay, let's do the warrior two version. Inhale to chair, exhale to Anjali Mudra. Transfer the weight to the left, right heel comes off. Take a big step back, open up the pelvic halves. So we're moving up the chakras, coming into creativity. So allowing ourselves to create. Arms go wide. One arm in the past, the other in the future, and you are right here in the present moment. Flip the front hand, reverse the warrior. What did you learn from the past? What did you learn from the past? And then take that with you and plan for the future. Elbow connected to the knee, and you're reaching forward. Plan for the future. Make a plan. And then bring that back to the present moment. What is your first step? What is your first step? Hands on your hips, lengthen or straighten that front knee, release the hands down, finding your version of Trikonasana. What kind of star? What kind of star are you? What is that great being that Thich Nhat Hanh talks about in you? Rebend the front knee, come back to the present moment. What is the first little baby step that I can take or you can take today? Bring your hand to the chair, lift that back foot up, lift it up, and then touch the earth up towards the sky, earth, sky, earth, sky. And then maybe take the same hand off the chair. Maybe take the bind. And then release the foot back down, bend the knees, and come back up to standing. Open up the pelvic half, being ready to create. Allow yourself to feel and create. Flip the front hand, reverse the warrior. What are you already good at? What are you already good at? And then take that with you into the future. How could I use that in the future? How could I use that in the future? Maybe add in some different color, some different spice to it. And then bring that back to the present moment. What can you do right now? What can you do right now? What is possible right now? Hands on your hips, straighten the front knee, release the hand down. When that seed has developed to a star, what do you look like? Rebend the front knee, come back to the present moment. What is the first baby step I can take? And then place the hands on the chair, lift that back foot up, connect to earth, to the sky, earth, sky, earth, sky. And then maybe take the same hand off the chair. Maybe take the bind. And then release the foot back down, bend the knees, and come back up to standing. Okay, balancing. So we start in mountain with access to both parts. So we're divided in two halves, right? Pain, pleasure, fire, ice, war, peace. So I can draw from both these extremes, and we can create a balancing posture. So transfer the weight to one side, the other one goes light. One is stable, one is playful. And with access to both parts of you, what would you like to create? Maybe you need some kind of external support to start with. And then eventually one hand goes off and then the other, and you're standing there all by yourself. And if you need that external support, is right there. It's right there whenever you need it. And then come back to mountain, rest in mountain posture, feel the stability, the things that do not change. In times of change, there are things that are still stable. So feel the things that are still stable in your life, even if there are other things changing. And then transfer the weight to the other side, left heel comes off. And then create something else. Maybe use explore. What kind of external support do you need? And then maybe take a little bit off, maybe lift the toe off just for a moment. And then eventually you can do it all by yourself. And then bringing the feet back together, back into Tadasana, mountain posture. Breathe. Feel the two parts of you connecting and working together as a team. Okay, now hold on to the chair, spread the toes as wide as the mat, let the knees go down. Okay, take something that you already know, add a new color, notice, or just like mix it up and see what happens. Maybe connect thumb to heel. Hips are moving towards the chair. We're still breathing. Release. Look at your other thumb. Take something that you already know, add some new spices, and just mix it up, and see what happens. Let the thumb connect with the heel. Hips are moving forward. And then release. And this time, maybe take two things that you're pretty good at already, and then you put those two together. Put those two together. What would happen if you mix two things that you're good at and put them together? And then draw a new big circle. Place your hands in your back pockets. Elbows move together. Allow your mind and heart to open to just a little bit of a new idea. And then release. Place the hands on the chair. Untuck the toes. Bring the knees wide. Release the hips towards your heels and find a child's posture. And then inhale and come back up. Create that triangle. So clasp the hands, create the triangle, a stable triangle. Tuck the toes, engage the core. Pit of the belly goes in and up. Lean onto your support. Get the knees off just an inch. Stay there for a few moments, building some strength. And then release them back down. Try that again. Lean onto your support. Get the knees off just a few moments. Build some strength. Release them back down. Last time. Have your support. Lean into it. Engage the core. Lift the knees off. And then come all the way up. Walk the feet towards the chair. Armpits move towards your feet. Dolphin posture. Breathe. Bend the knees. Slowly come back up to standing. Okay, and then we're gonna do the seated meditation. Okay, so I'm gonna read from Thich Nhat Hanh again. Inferiority. Many people have the idea that they are not good at anything, that they are not able to be as successful as other people. They cannot be happy. They envy the accomplishments and social standing of others, while regarding themselves as failures if they do not have the same level of worldly success. We have to try to help those who feel this way. We must come to them and say, you should not have an inferiority complex. I see in you some very good seeds that can be developed and make you into a great being. If you look more deeply within and get in touch with those wholesome seeds in you, you will be able to overcome your feelings of unworthiness and manifest your true nature. Okay, so I'm inviting you to look for those seeds in yourself. Look for those seeds in yourself. So we have about 10 minutes. That's a pretty long time. Plenty of time to find those good seeds. Sitting up tall. Feet are connected to earth. Pit of the belly goes in and up. Crown of the head is reaching up towards the sky. Maybe use your fingers And imagine how you open up that opening that you had when you were born. Open up. So the connection to the universe is going to be easier. Drop down a couple of inches. Bring your awareness to your breathing. And if you want to, maybe look for those seeds in you. Look for those seeds in you. And gently wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Take a deep breath in, let it go. Gently move your head from side to side. If you want to, you can bring your hands up in Anjali Mudra, holding your own heart in between your hands with love and compassion. Maybe bow your head in gratitude for this practice, thousands of years old. Thank your inner guides, your past, present, and future teachers, and all the people that are joining you on this journey. Open your eyes, look at the floor, raise your gaze, and thank you so much for practicing together this morning. Namaste.
Hi, everyone. This is Z from Yonkers Public Library. Thanks so much to Sally Pinto and Alexis from Newark. Thank you to our community partners, WJCS, the City of Yonkers Office for the Aging, Friends of Crestwood Library, and Yonkers Public Library for making this phenomenal partnership. And we thank each and every one of you for being part of our wellness community. Be well, stay well.